All right. Sweet. And we are back once again. This is the artist kind. To my right over here, the co-host, the co-pilot, Double D.
What's up?
We got Bradley Wins back on the podcast, aka DJ Bradley.
Hey, what's up, Doggy?
And we got Nate the homie.
Nate
My
homie.
personal.
Just the homie.
Yeah.
The homie is your title and your name.
That's fine with me, man.
It's Nate the homie.
I'm just
Nate
glad
the
to be
homie.
here.
The
Thanks for having
friend,
me.
the father.
Hey, don't downplay that.
I am your father.
Oh, I am.
That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for having me, man.
For sure. I mean, like
I'm glad
we
you
appreciate people that like love like hip hop music, that love art and movies and anime. But you brought up something interesting that I thought was super hilarious, and it was like, okay, what would be the name of your radio station?
Yeah.
If you know what I mean, if you could think that far back,
the
if you could think, like I
Well,
mean,
the
yeah,
number and the name.
the name. I mean, that's basically
Well,
the
name is
the station, the name of the
is part
station.
name.
So I was like, man, there used to be like, I mean, KLAQ was like a radio station in mine, but they used to call it the Edge or something like that, or they used to call it the Q or something like that. I was like, damn,
I got mine.
You got one? Ah, shit.
Let's like go ahead, let's go around table.
Start with you. And
I'ma go
come around
first?
like this. I'll go last.
All right. 106.66. The Flame Radio.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's for gay. That's for gay.
That's
That's for gay people. That's a gay radio station.
LGBTQ friendly.
That's yeah, exactly.
It's an all-inclusive radio.
There you go.
station.
No,
All
that's
inclusive.
Hey.
Oh, politically correct.
We'll
There
play,
it is.
We'll play everything from Barbra Streisand.
Real
I
stock.
don't got mine yet. Who's next?
Nas X.
Who
I'll
was
go.
yours? Yeah.
Mine was like 106.7. The Drip. DRP. The Drip.
It's like an STD.
Yeah. That's the one you like write it
You
around
might
like
catch
would you,
one if you listen to the radio station.
Uh-huh.
You playing R&B
There
and
you
shit.
go.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go with 779.
Oh shit.
The Rhyme.
Oh.
Yeah, that was all. I freestyled that. You know what I mean? It might be a little whack. I ain't gonna lie.
I wonder always how
That's what I came
how do
up
they
with.
even come up with radio station
779.
names? There's got to be some kind of radio frequency kind of like
It'd be called-
associated. You know what I mean? Like the station is obviously the thing you dial into, but like how does that lead into the letters of the other station?
Do you think
and the
they
name?
have?
KFWD.
I'll be the 00 double D, the unknown.
Ooh.
Is that your
Double
radio host
zero?
name or like?
That's the show.
I mean, how you
That's
get
the number.
D? How you get
Double
D's
zero.
Oh,
in
he,
your?
see, he
Double
on
D.
serious radio.
You
Yeah,
said
no.
double
We
D.
talking about
he's on
regular
some-
You
radio.
said
Yeah,
double
bro.
D.
We talking about
Double
regular
D.
radio station.
That brings up an interesting topic though. I mean, we all were kind of around the same age, and we grew up listening to the radio before there was like anything else. Before there was like the internet and like stuff like that, we were listening to the radio, and to see
Not him.
in the short time, like like the 30 years that we've been around, how much of it's evolved from just being like something you tuned into, like
Yeah.
you dealt with like the reception, you dealt with the like I mean you still deal with like ads and stuff like that, but it's different.
You
know-
know,
Yeah, it's still the same.
You know what's crazy? I feel like just like with all trendsetters, bro, like people take the wave, like everything that you created with it, and then run off with it and make it way better. And like now, cause like the radio's about to die out, I feel like, you know what I mean? So it's
Podcasts
just
are
crazy
taking
how
over.
the radio can like pretty much originate the blueprint of all of the shit that like we're doing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like generations later, they like get taken out by just
The same thing that they
Yeah,
created. Yeah,
it's the
exactly,
same
right?
thing
It's
that
a
they
trip.
created.
It's a trip. Yeah, like I kind of we're thinking of right here like funny names of radio stations, but at the same time we could be like thinking of, okay, what's some funny ass shit like for my podcast, for my YouTube channel, for my Instagram shit. You know what I mean? Like it's different, but it's still the same. It's just like on a much more like smaller scale.
Yeah, it's just cool to see the evolution of it.
but radio sucks, man. I mean,
Yeah, I
only
know.
time I ever listen to radio is if I need to listen to a game when I'm driving. Right?
Yeah.
But like,
Or
can
like
you
if-
imagine dating a bitch, right? You go on a Tinder date, you get in a car or something, right? For some reason, because you're in her car.
Because you don't have a car.
You ain't got gas right now.
And this bitch is playing the radio, bro. You're
I
done.
definitely look at her
You're
different.
done.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm out.
I'm not even tripping on that.
No.
I'm not even tripping.
You know
I'm
how
not
I
even
see
tripping.
That? I see that like you don't have like your own enough like creative or like personal like playlist or like you don't even like have a genre of music that you like yourself personally like so you just put on the radio because it's like
You're
simple.
clear channel broad.
Yeah, it's like a basic bitch.
I mean, there's
honestly.
some shit that I'll
in
only.
simpler terms.
No, real. Well, I mean, yes. I mean, I feel you. I think there's some only shit. There's some shit that I only will listen to, like if it's on the radio though. Like if I catch it on the radio, I'll listen to it, and that's like on my guilty pleasure like kind of music and shit, like the white girl wasted music that you hear at the bars and shit. Like I'm not gonna fucking put that shit on my playlist, bro. But like if I'm listening to the radio and some Kesha comes out, I'll be like, man, I'll catch the end of it. Fuck it, yeah, I know this song.
Let me ask you this question, bro. Name me 3 songs from the soundtrack of your life.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Damn,
Starting with this homeboy. Don't go around like that.
Shit. Okay. Well, I got that Notorious B.I.G. bro. The Machine Gun Funk. That's like off top, dude. Machine Gun Funk. I got that Cream, and like let's see, Nirvana. That heart shaped box.
I
Really hit us with a deep one.
Mine is Kanye, Spaceship.
That's
Nice.
what's up.
System of a Down, Toxicity.
Oh,
And then the Kick Push by Lupe.
that's fucking.
Yeah.
That one's the shit,
Those are
dude.
nice ones,
I want to
man.
steal that one. If I had 4, if I was gonna go 4, if I was gonna go 4, that would have been that next one.
I'm gonna go with. One is for sure gonna be Mini Men.
Oh, that 50 Cent.
Yeah. 2 is gonna be Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac.
And then 3 would be let me go on some love type shit. Sexual Eruption, actually, because Sensual was like the edited version. That's Snoop, you know the Snoop Dogg Sensual Eruption.
Oh,
It's
shit.
may be with him, but she thinking of me.
Yeah.
That joint.
I remember that.
It was Snoop's R&B track. He had like the old
I
school.
remember now. Yeah, it's coming to me.
Yeah. Those are my 3.
Beastie Boys, man. Paul Revere. Bro.
Oh, that's a dope ass one.
That's like when I'm trying to think when I first started getting really into music and shit, you know? Or just eras of my life. Definitely Wu-Tang, man.
Wu-Tang.
Like maybe Tears.
Oh, that's a good one.
So like that sample.
See, your thought process was
You
a
know
lot
what I mean?
better than mine. Yeah, because
I'm trying to freestyle too right off the top.
because there's so much
There's
Wu-Tang,
so
bro.
Yeah, don't listen to
so
the
many
tracks.
songs
Like
you have.
Ghostface, that fucking Supreme Clientele, bro.
That's
There's like 5
classic.
tracks on there that I could have picked for my shit, man.
Yeah.
Like that one, and it's just like Ghost, bro. Like all those songs are just.
Hell yeah,
so
that's a good one. I like that shit.
Supreme
That album's
Clientele
dope.
was the truth, bro.
That's a good one, man.
Life changer, you know.
Speaking about that, I'll pick an Iron Man because it's like the
Iron Man.
25th anniversary of Iron Man. So I love that album, bro. So I'll
Yeah.
pick Iron Maiden
Yeah.
Swag.
on the Iron Man album. Ghostface.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite.
Ghost is the truth, man.
He's bad. My favorite, obviously, I think I'm gonna say obviously,
them all, but
the
yeah.
Jizza, the Jizza, he's my favorite. And then after that was Method Man, and
Side
then
note,
Old Dirty.
have y'all seen the show?
Yeah, hell yeah! I've been hella on that
I
one,
haven't
dude.
seen the new
Cool, bro.
season.
I'm
when
all
I pick
about
up
that
I haven't
show.
seen
I
it,
love
man.
that.
My boy Jared told me to watch
Dude,
it,
let
but
me
I haven't
spoil
watched
the
it.
jump
fuck out of
this
it for you guys.
I mean,
Yeah,
he told me like a bunch of stuff
Wu-Tang
already
comes
that,
together.
that happened,
Yes.
you know,
Okay.
like about like some beefs and stuff like that, and who family and cousins and who sisters and brothers.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Politics.
family and baby daddies and baby mamas. And shit
yeah.
like that, you
I
know?
mean, yeah, I don't
he
think
told
it's
me some shit like that.
like I know like a lot of people got on like their reactions and they were like, yeah, this is just some TV stuff, you know. Not all this is like 100% accurate.
Yeah, it's loosely based on the truth. for
Yeah.
Yep.
You gotta spice it up, bro.
sure. Yeah, you got to.
Absolutely,
Gotta get the ratings up.
absolutely.
Gotta
I mean,
get-
often like real talk, like real life is crazier than what you see on TV and stuff. But I mean, you got to make it so that you could like feel,
Or like if
you
they
could tell
did-
it's
Gotta
a whole
jazz it up.
story arc. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or
Like-
you take something that's real and just intensify it. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What it is what it is.
Tweak it.
But like I don't remember. So when it came to like Wu-Tang and all these kind of favorite songs that we're all kind of listening, like the radio was one of the places like you didn't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, 'cause
you
they
know what I
would
mean?
edit that shit.
I mean, like
It would be a bunch of
It was
pauses in the
great.
song,
They
like,
burn the
come
fuck
on,
out,
G.
bro. They
I
burn
mean,
the-
when you
Or
hear
they'd, like,
when you hear like
play it over and over.
the,
again.
them about coming up, like the radio was such like the goal, like to be, oh yeah, let me get on the radio. If I can only get up on that,
It was necessity.
it
for
was
them
like,
to
you know,
succeed.
that was
Nobody
it.
gives a fuck
It was
about
survival.
radio. I mean,
And-
it's nice to get on the radio now, but nobody cares, bro. It's all Spotify,
Right.
YouTube, all
And it's
whatever,
only
all
been
that shit.
They're
it's only
putting all
been
of their
like
favorites on there. You know what I mean? That's it.
around like 30 years since we've been around, and then like the change in that industry, bro. It was just,
Kids nowadays are
I
like,
think it's crazy.
radio? What's the radio?
Yeah.
So like now as like as an artist, like you have to like, okay, I can't just get up on the radio. I mean, even though I'm sure that's like a huge part of like becoming like a global success,
Yeah.
but like how do you conquer the game like outside of that where they don't even reach? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Speaking about the radio, man, I remember back in the days in the
came in handy with that.
yeah, oh hell yeah, the segments on radios. Like in El Paso, you had this like the Quiet Storm.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? But okay, and there was good things.
Top
about-
888, the top 888. You know what I'm saying?
Son
the
of
thing,
shit,
yeah, the
man.
cool, but
Yeah,
and I don't mean to like trash on radio and stuff like that because I actually like and I
Yeah, man,
listen to the radio.
brings back memories, man.
But it
Yeah,
is,
it's
it is,
nostalgic for sure.
yeah,
it is like legit to see that like even like podcasts and stuff like that, they're even doing shit that they were doing back on the radio, but now we're just uploading it to like our own channels.
A little future.
Instant.
Yeah, so can I ask you guys
Exactly.
a question? So do y'all like? There's a couple moments that I remember in radio that were big for me, like growing up. And my bad. So one of the first ones is whenever Thug Love the song came out, and I was living in Atlanta, and it was
Ja
like
Rule?
no, the one with Bone Thugs and Tupac.
Thug
Gotcha.
Love
Yeah.
from my nationwide
And like
posse.
they
Okay,
had
man.
they had played that they were like, this song, we got this song, and they like would play a snippet of it, and they censored it to all fuck all, right? But it was like just to hear, because we didn't have access to it
Right.
no other way, and you were a Bone Thugs fan and you're a Tupac fan, and you're like, that's the only way you could hear the
shit.
song.
It's like the
They
Avengers
played
meeting
like
up and shit.
like a fucking snippet, bro, and they're like, we're gonna play the whole song at fucking 5 o'clock. I'm like,
And then
oh
you
my
have to like run to a
god,
radio and
dude,
just
this
sit
is
there.
crazy.
That's crazy.
And then also another Tupac thing, when Hail Mary came out the first time. No, it was Hit 'Em Up.
Hit
When
'Em Up.
When Hit 'Em Up came out. And,
That one, I
and
remember that one.
We first heard it. It was on the radio, 97.9 in Atlanta. And they, Ricky Smiley was the radio host back then
Oh,
in
swag.
Atlanta. And they
over here
fucking,
does, huh?
they dropped that shit, bro. And everyone went crazy. Because you remember the end of the song when Pac is going crazy and he just like cusses everyone the fuck out.
Yeah.
And so they like
Mobb
had to,
Deep.
they had to edit that shit, bro. It was
Dude, what do y'all got,
the
sickle cell or something?
craziest edit of
Dude, I was
of
gonna
curse
say,
words I've ever seen.
real.
Bro.
Back
It
the
was
fuck
so
up
crazy.
before you get blip.
Yeah,
and then,
it was just like for 3 minutes. He's just like bleed. They played the whole song,
That's
and those
crazy,
are
man.
those are two moments I remember in radio that meant a lot.
That's
you know?
super dope that you remember that shit.
Yeah.
bro. I'm a little too young for
My
that.
full make
Moments
sure
like
all
that
your
out there.
kids don't,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
the other thing that for me,
Never
my
heard
memory,
anything
like not to bring it down, but like 9/11 was like the one thing I remember like hearing like on the radio when it like I was like, oh what? Like I'm driving to school and like that was one radio moment that stood out to me. I was like, whoa, news travel like. Imagine. I
crazy.
mean, now we would have got like Twitter alerts. We would have got like
Yeah, real
probably
quick.
like a text message like America's being attacked or something like
Yeah.
that.
The one that I do remember, bro, was when Michael Jackson died.
Oh, hearing it on the radio.
Yeah, when Michael
Yeah,
Jackson
yeah.
died. They stopped everything. I think like a song was playing. They cut the shit smooth off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody.
Like the world stopped, bro.
Bro, I remember that.
They're
People
like,
were
yo, Mike
hitting.
died, man.
Yeah,
Like
people
it's
were.
sad to tell you I did it. They
You
went
should
into
have-
their whole spiel. They cut the whole record off, bro.
Yeah.
They
Yo,
should have like
Mike
a
died.
dance in the street mandate, like when Mike died. Everybody.
Yeah, we all do the Thriller
They
and
have
shit.
to
Yeah,
like
like-
dance in the street, dress up like zombies and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Had Michael Jackson Day. We should have a Michael Jackson Day.
For sure.
where we
Now that he
dress
got
up
acquitted
like
for, you know what I
zombies.
mean, of all that shit.
We just
He
yeah, that's
did?
what I'm saying,
Yeah, he
bro.
did. He
Yeah.
got acquitted for all that shit, bro.
We're finally at that age now where we're getting all our like music mostly through an app. You know, whether it's like YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, things like that. iHeartRadio is still kind of like based, I guess, like on the idea that things are radio, but like it's like a I don't know. I think it's still internet based.
You're
still streaming it, right? You're still streaming it.
Yeah, all that shit's internet based, doggy.
So
it's all about the stream now.
I don't know, like, that I see like radio going away in our lifetime. I think that's just still gonna be around to like shit. Still, like, just for example, we have grandchildren that are our age, and maybe then they'll be like, okay, guys, we live in spaceships now. We don't need like fucking radio antennas anymore.
Like it's hella out, grandma.
Yeah.
Come on,
I think it's like they're gonna how they sunset like standard definition TV.
Yep.
It'll be like that. Like someday they'll sunset it because our signals, our other shit.
We're just moving away.
Communication is just so much. It's as reliable. Like radio is reliable. That's the thing about it, right? That's why it hasn't gone away. Like it fucking works and it works well. And if things go bad, we can still use it.
Yep.
But
like
until
the
shit,
fallback plan.
is that good with our regular stuff, and we're sending shit like via, some light transfer shit.
Like just
then
put
they're
my
like,
line
oh
and
no.
shit.
Yeah, well,
Like when the world's
get
gone
rid of
to
that.
shit, it's always like this radio broadcast.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Always
kinda-
the radio.
You know what I mean?
Was that
Like-
Will Smith one where he's like, I am legend? He's like, hello.
Yeah.
If anybody's out there,
Anybody
respond.
I'm in the Bronx.
He's fucking Brian. He's playing music and shit.
It's me and my dog. Like
One
Bob Marley in the back
is
and
the
shit.
loneliest number. He's like playing music like he's a DJ.
Yeah, bro. No, but yeah, you're right. I think you're right, bro. I think radio will never go out for that simple fact, honestly. Like,
Yeah, for real.
it's just a good way to communicate or to get a message out to the whole nation, honestly. Like,
I don't like Howard Stern talks a lot about like, you know what? Because he had a beef with some other comedian.
Joe Rogan.
was
I don't know if it was
No,
him
no,
directly, but it was somebody
Man,
else.
Joe
Ari
always into it.
Shaffir.
Ari Shafir. Yeah, Ari Shafir.
Oh, it was Ari. Yeah,
It was some Ari
about
Shaffir shit.
radio. And, he's
Ari's-
like,
And it was
"You
about-
fucking
yeah.
motherfucker, you're old as shit.
Like it's
You
some
don't know
dinosaur shit, right? And like I was like, okay.
Not respecting
I kind of like
traditions.
I kind of think that like that fool had a point. Like that shit's.
He did, man.
I mean, it's like a new day and age. People don't. Their goal isn't to be on the radio.
Yeah, I want
You know what I
YouTube
mean?
subscribers.
And-
Exactly.
And
I want
and-
Instagram
and,
followers.
and shout out to Ari and Shafir too, man. He has a Skeptic Tank podcast and it's pretty dope. I listen to that.
Bro, it's crazy how like the shit that people get mad at about now. It's like they basically just place a target. Like if you go back and listen to any old rap from like 2003 and back,
Uh-huh.
it's all misogynistic and all racist and sexist and homophobic, like all of it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's all the is.
All of
All
it.
the
People, I mean, people use
You got the whole grocery list
the
on that one.
craziest
Artist.
terms and like the artists that we love today that people that haven't gotten in trouble yet, right? So like the baby got in trouble for saying all this shit. But like you can go back and listen to Jay-Z or 50 Cent or anybody, bro, and find all the same shit. Like, it's just, it doesn't make, so like they're just
And their
saying
lyrics are like openly saying shit about trans people.
yeah.
Like because isn't that what he did? I mean, it wasn't like in a
Baby?
song like he said it. Wouldn't he say that like?
Yeah,
No,
he
no,
like-
no,
some
no,
fucking-
no.
He
He
came
had
out
a
and
rant.
said-
He
yeah.
just
It wasn't like a
rant.
fucking
He was
rant.
like, if you're not sucking dick in the parking lot or some shit.
So
like,
raise your hands up.
Raise your
right?
hands.
Yeah,
And-
like,
but it was a real like
And it was-
weird way to move the
Oh,
crowd.
Yeah,
shit.
man.
He wasn't MCing right.
No, he said no. He said if you don't have HIV,
Yeah.
that's what he said. Put your hands up.
Honestly,
So like yeah, no, but I think what you're saying is that like you could just target somebody.
Yeah, bro.
Like anybody could just like say like, hey man, this fool really fucking said some shit to me. Get on Twitter, snowball effect, and next thing you know, bro,
Bro,
you gotta change your
bottom
name.
line
Change your name.
is that unless you're lame as fuck and you are annoying and nobody wants to be around you, you can basically put a spin in the bottle spinner around anyone that walks the planet and cancel them for something. So
Yeah.
that's why we all know it's bullshit.
Oh, I see what you mean.
For real, man.
Like if any one of us was under a microscope and shit,
For
it'd be,
real.
we could be
like,
canceled
we're
for
not
some
famous
shit.
at all, but I
As-
should have been canceled like at least. Like,
As a
You
matter-
bury me under the
As a
ground.
matter of fact, you
bro.
should probably edit what I just said like
I definitely should.
15 minutes
Yeah,
or seconds
yeah,
ago
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's, you know, I'm not gonna speak on whether like it's a good or bad thing. You know, I think there's some people that did need to get canceled. You know, there's some shit that came out of it, but I mean, I'm not gonna fucking complain. Oh, I can't call fucking chicks a certain fucking slur name anymore in public. You know what I mean? Okay, that's.
Let me be real.
I'll take it, bro. I'll take it.
I'll be real with you on this topic. I think it's petty shit. To be real, I think there's bigger fish to fry. If you're gonna cancel motherfuckers, start with the IRS. Start with the people that.
All right, bro, but they never said anything openly about trans or gay people. I mean, they gotta go like cancel them for something. Okay, bro, but like.
Yeah, but they're taking everyone's money.
Obviously, they're
a part of a corrupt system that's been fucking us for years.
Exactly.
I mean, if
so
we
should be like,
if we could like show that kind of like obscenity,
no, bro. I guarantee
people would cancel that shit.
So it's kind of what Chappelle was saying. It's like the IRS, as an example, they probably wreak havoc on more, LGBTQ people's lives
for real
than people that are just bigoted towards them, right? They're hurting their pockets, literally, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing is that, like, I think that's what his whole joke was about. Like if you're LGBTQ, right, and you're black, and you're fighting for LGBTQ issues, you probably would get farther in life just fighting for black issues. Like, you probably get more rights if you just just did that.
I think it's the other way around. I think you would probably get a lot. I think what he was trying to say is you get a lot for fighting for gay
exactly.
rights.
That's exactly what he was talking about.
You will get a lot. You'll get a lot, but you should be fighting for black rights.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the issue.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like my people versus your people kind of thing. I think.
It's like
you know what I mean?
We're all the same.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what's funny about that situation? I just seen the other day. I think it was literally yesterday. That there's apparently a CEO of the LGBTQ community.
Oh, hold on. Is it a he or a she? You gotta get it clear, man.
I don't know their pronouns.
You just gotta know their pronouns.
Oh yeah, the pronouns. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I don't know, so I'm sorry if I got out of line with that. But there is a CEO. I don't know what they identify as, but apparently there's a CEO, and like they like cleared the baby. They were like, the baby good, but Dave,
they cleared the baby.
They cleared him. They cleared him of the beef. So, but Dave apparently they're not clearing him because he's shown no remorse.
That joke is that he said, "Don't abort the baby."
Kill that shit. I just thought that was crazy and equally hilarious that the LGBT community has a CEO.
I guess I needed this.
And he proved the point, dude. I've been seeing all these like things coming out too. Like for years, he was doing like racial comedy. Nobody was really saying shit. Nobody wanted to cancel him then, right? And all of a sudden, people are getting their a twist.
I mean, the Chappelle show, dude. Like, you look at it now, it is all fucked up. It is all fucked up.
Yeah. You know what they said that there was a comparison that I seen was that all of his bigoted issues on the Dave Chappelle show, like they were all fine with it because it was aimed at like minorities. Not including the LGBTQ, I mean, but like, you know what I mean? It was all aimed at minorities and that was fine. But as soon as you say something that will hurt the feelings of a group, like the LGBTQ, then it became like a whole big thing.
Well, I remember on one of his specials, on one of his specials,
the gist of what I probably murdered that explanation, but
on one of his specials, he talks about that, like, okay, well, on the Chappelle show, we had a Q&A or, some kind of like censor. And so he's turning in jokes, and they're like, okay, we can't say this shit.
Oh, I remember he said that.
He said, we can't say this shit again about either something about gay or whatever. And he's like, okay, cool, let's change it. He's like, wait. But like, I can say the N-word with impunity as many times as I want. And y'all don't say anything about it. And I say this about, whatever this group or this person. Yeah. And now you got a beef. And she's like, well, okay, Dave, I'm sorry. Well, you're not gay or you're not a part of this community. And he's like, well, I'm not an N-word either. Yeah. So what's up with that?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
And now, you know what I mean? Exactly. And I was like, damn, dude. And like, I don't think people understand like that point of it. It's like, okay, like fighting for rights and equality, but not just for like a certain group for black people or like, just showing this shit under a lens, and calling it out. And I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Always making us think,
Yeah, man. I think that's the greatest thing.
That's deep, man. Yeah. Equality. At the end of the day, it's equality.
Absolutely.
Anyone can get it.
Anybody.
That's how.
And
I
with
do.
that, with that, we appreciate everybody like coming, tuning in. This is gonna close us out. We appreciate our guests coming with us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
We got Bradley Wins. We got Nate the homie here.
They told me. I like
And we'll hope to have you guys back to talk for like have another discussion on either rap or movies or what's new in the news.
Yeah.
But okay. Let's see. Like and subscribe. Artist Kind. Conspiracy Dummy. And
Bradley Wins.
Bradley Wins. Don't forget about the Bradley Wins podcast, y'all. Okay.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Peace. Deuces.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video you just watched and you like artists speaking their minds, please like and subscribe.